Hello, this is New Vision TV, and here's what's making headlines. I'm Lynn Komjisha. Parliament has received close to 10 billion shillings as part of pay-as-you-earn tax refund for members of Parliament. Now, sources say the money was approved through a supplementary request, Schedule 1 and 2 for the financial year 2017-2018. According to a document seen by New Vision TV, the money was indicated as payment to the Parliamentary Commission statutory revision-nonwage, but it was not clearly stated that it was meant for a tax refund for members of Parliament. The Finance Ministry later released the money last week after the Clerk to Parliament, Jen Chibidige, wrote to the Ministry on May 4th and 7th requesting for additional cash limits of 9.2 billion shillings. Keith Muhakanizi advised the clerk to submit her request on the Integrated Financial Management System for further action. Consequently, some members of Parliament were last week paid between 21 million shillings and 36 million shillings as their tax refund, depending on the distance of the constituencies they represent. Moving on, the Office of the President has halted the appointment and transfer of President District Commissioners and their deputies. Now, according to the Media Center Executive Director Ofono Pondo, the RDCs and their deputies have been ordered to continue working at their duty stations. Opondo said those affected by the transfers should, in the meantime, prepare their handover reports. The Minister for Presidency, sh10b, also issued a statement directing RDCs to stay at their workstations and carry out their duties normally. Without giving reasons for the halt, Mbayo said the appointment and transfer had caused tension and panic among RDCs. Now, according to a list released by State House, the President reshuffled RDCs for 122 districts and deputies for 82 districts, creating Secretariat for RDCs with 3 officials, Martha Asimwe, James Tweheyo, and Mary Grace Akirol. According to the new list released by State House, the President changed names of RDCs for 8 districts and deputies for 7 districts. Senior Presidential Press Secretary Don Wanyama said the changes were as a result of mistakes such as double deployments. And now the demand for high-speed internet is going up. No one wants to place a WhatsApp video or audio call that will be terminated abruptly or its quality compromised by poor internet speed. Users now want internet that can also enable them download files quickly and facilitate live streaming. But that cannot be achieved in many parts of the country where internet connection is poor and slow. The Uganda Communications Commission recently acquired equipment from 2 international telecommunications firms, Gilead, Satellite Networks, and Intelsat, and established remote stations in Rwanda and in Toroko districts to deliver high-speed internet, 3G or 4G, under a pilot scheme. The remote satellite stations were set up in areas which did not have internet access, like the district headquarters in Rwanda and in Toroko. Now, internet users in the 2 districts have high-speed internet. Telecommunications firm MTN is carrying the network for the high-speed internet in the 2 districts. Now, in sports news, for long, Ugandan basketball has been lacking in the technical aspect of the game. Now, FUBA have entered into partnership with FIBA, Africa National Federations Commission, to grow the game through strategic planning activities under the FIBA 360 basketball program. The program, which is set to launch in 11 African countries, is targeting countries that have an important growth potential. The project will be handled in phases, starting with the training of coaches as Uganda attains Type 4 status, which is the highest level for national federations. Brian Rugendo, the president of the Uganda Basketball Coaches Association, believes that the project will improve on both the quality and quantity. With the project, FUBA expects to have new facilities like the office furniture, computers, balls, scoreboards, among others. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at Sempaya Hot Springs. Uganda's Sempaya Hot Springs are found in Semliki National Park. These amazing hot springs can boil at very high temperatures of up to 103 degrees Celsius. The springs that boil up from the rock bottom of the earth exhibit the great underground geographical forces that have for many centuries formed the Great Rift Valley.
Sempaya hot springs are found in Semliki National Park. The two springs are differentiated by sex. One is a male and the other is female. The hot springs have tremendously attracted a great number of tourists in Uganda. A 30-minute walk via the palm forest from the main road leads one to the inner female hot spring, and also the hottest spring, which is the female. Here, eggs and bananas can be cooked instantly for consumption by hungry hikers in the blisters waters. Scientifically, hot springs are a spiral formed by an appearance of geothermal which heats underground water from the Earth's layer. The hotness of rocks inside the earth upsurges with deepness. When water infiltrates deep or plentiful into the crust, it is heated as it gets into contact with the very hot rocks. Hot springs are made by cracks spreading deep towards the exceptionally hot temperatures of the Earth's layer, and water trickling down is heated and forced back up with much pressure to produce bubbles. Now for more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, and on your tablet. Anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I am Lynn Komjisha.